What is up, everybody? This is All Things Entertaining here, bringing you the brand new video, and today we have new Karakuri Legacy support coming out of Ignition Assault. And just like the last video with all the Ad Ignister cards, we have a lot to go over, so we're just going to go jump into the effects themselves. And to save a little bit of time, I'm just going to preface this video by just skipping a few of the effects, because they all do basically the same thing. Karakuris have this effect where if they're attacked, they change their battle position, so I'll be skipping that for the most part, but we're going to jump right into it. So the first card that we have here is Karakuri Monk model 9763 Kuna Musan. It's a level 5 Earth Machine type effect monster with 2000 attack and 1500 defense, and you can only use the first effect once per turn. And the first effect is, if this card is in your hand, you can target one Karakuri monster you control. You cannot special summon monsters from your extra deck for the rest of this turn except Earth Machine monsters. Also, that changes that monster's battle position, and if you do, special summon this card, and if you do, treat it as a tuner monster. So this card basically just lets you to basically make your synchros for free. They do have quite a bit of they have quite a number of tuners already, but this card just makes your synchro plays a lot easier. Just turns one of your monsters into a tuner, so it's really good. The second effect is that this card must attack if able. That's not really an effect. It's just sort of like a restriction of what it can do. Not really monk-like for it to just attack if it's capable of doing so, but you know, it is what it is. The second effect here is a Karakuri Toad model 4624 Shirokunishi. I didn't want to mispronounce that. It's a level 1 Earth Machine Tuner effect monster with 200 attack and 1000 defense, so this card is a machine dupe target, so that's pretty interesting. You can only use the third effect of this card once per turn, and it must attack if able. The third effect is a quick effect. You can banish this card from your graveyard and then target one Karakuri monster you control, change its battle position. Not particularly certain how that's going to play into the rest of the Karakuri effects, but it is actually a pretty decent card before just sending to the graveyard. It's probably going to be like a one-of that you just foolish off, and maybe you just play multiple copies to machine dupe it out and then just do some weird shenanigans with it. I'm not sure how this card will really affect the Karakuri deck as a whole. It's alright, you know. And we have a big synchro. It's a Karakuri Daigogen model 00X Borebu. I guess that's how you pronounce it. It's a level 9 Earth Machine Synchro effect monster with 3000 attack and 1500 defense, and it requires one tuner plus one or more non-tuner machine monsters. That just basically means it's pretty generic for the most part, just minus the fact you just gotta summon it with a tuner. The first effect is, if this card is synchro summoned, you can special summon one Karakuri monster from your deck. That's pretty good. Just immediately plussing off the fact that you're inherently going minus off of for your synchro plays is always going to be good. And the fact that this isn't like traditional level 9 synchro monsters where it requires at least two, this one can be done pretty easily with just the Toad and their level 8 synchro, so that's not bad. Two, defense position monsters you control cannot be destroyed by battle. It's just a blanket one-time effect, so if they just get attacked, they switch to defense, and they can't be destroyed by battle that turn, which is pretty cool. And the third effect is, once per turn, if the battle position of a face-up Karakuri monster you control is changed and remains face up, you can target one card that your opponent controls and banish it. It's a targeting card, but it banishes it, doesn't destroy it, so that's really good. This overall, it's a really good synchro monster. It does a lot of stuff, and it predicts your Karakuri monsters on top of giving you some pretty decent removal. So when your opponent thinks, oh, they're just going to attack into the Toad, you swap it into the defense mode and then just banish the attacking monster, and, or you just leave the attacking monster alone because it won't be destroyed by battle, and you just target another card that's going to be more threatening. So it's pretty good. Next we have in a quest spell. This is Karakuri Toad Oil. You can only activate one card with this card's name per turn. The first effect, activate this card by targeting one Karakuri monster in your graveyard, special summon it, and if you do, equip this card to it. So basically they're getting a premature burial, which is really good. The second effect is, once per turn, if the battle position of a face-up Karakuri monster you control is changed and remains face-up, the equipped monster gains 500 attack and defense. So just giving you just a flat-out buff on cards that are just going to be inherently attacked by your opponent. This card will immediately make sure that your opponent doesn't attacking your Karakuri monsters for no reason, because they will just go to the defense position. But if they just leave your monsters on the board, you just do it manually, and well, they now not only can they if you have this card on the field, they can't be destroyed by battle, but now they get 500 attack, defense, and they get to banish a card. So that's pretty strong. It's a pretty strong effect. It's also searchable within the archetypes. So if they do eventually get like their Stratos or something like that, then this card's going to be very good, because you could just outright search it. Next, we have a normal trap. This is Karakuri Cash Lodge, rather. I'm sorry. You can activate one card with this card's name per turn. It's a normal trap. You can target one Karakuri monster you control and one effect monster your opponent controls. Change the battle position of the first monster, and if you do, negate the effects of the second monster your opponent controls until the end of the turn. Just giving Karakuri is a bit of a stun and a bit of a negate. It's pretty good. It's not a counter trap, which is kind of interesting. I think if it was a counter trap, it would be better. But we're just going to play it by ear. I guess it's really good though. Don't take it away from that. The second effect is if you control a Karakuri monster, you can banish this card from the graveyard and then target one face-up monster on the field. Change its battle position. So basically, you could do this for basically free, and you can synergize with this card and as well as with the Synchro monster to gain 500 attack and defense, and then banish a card, and then now that monster can't be destroyed by battle. So it's pretty good. I'm not sure the use of this effect though, because if they're going to be attacked, they're going to go to the defense mode anyway. But I guess you could just do it at will at the beginning of the turn rather than just later on, especially if you have a monster set like this one that doesn't have attack at all. So I mean, yeah, this batch of support seems pretty good. I'm not sure what versions you'll play each card in. I think you'll play this card at least as a 1 or a 2 of, because it is actually pretty good, but it is searchable. So, but it's pretty good. So if you guys did enjoy this video, please leave a comment in the comment section down below. Tell me what you guys think about this new support, and if you guys will see it played at all on a competitive level. So yeah, this has been All Things Entertaining, signing out.